Hello, I'm Shelby, and welcome to my media analysis video. I chose to look at the topic of vaping and its potential ban or partial ban. With the sudden rise in vaping-related deaths and illnesses, the push to ban vape products, or at least most flavors of them, has drastically increased. Two articles I read on this topic discuss the concerns many people hold about the safety of these products, the demand for and demographics of vaping, the economics involved, and what may be done about this problem. Looking at both articles, these are the key points of the debate. Those who argue for bans on vape products show that there has been a significant growth in the use of these products by children. Numbers have risen to 5.3 million high school and middle school e-cigarette users from just 3.6 million school-age users last year. The most popular flavors among this demographic is mint and mango, which are among the proposed banned flavors. There has been an increase also in vape-related injuries and at least 39 deaths related to them. The CDC and FDA do not currently have enough data yet to say with confidence if vaping is actually a safe alternative to smoking or not. Those who are against the ban argue that many users would likely switch back to smoking if vaping were to be banned. Smoking has statistically high rates of death, and approximately 520,000 people die annually in the U.S. from smoking or secondhand smoking-related illnesses, according to the CDC. Additionally, unregulated products may be dangerous. Most of the vape-related deaths included the use of black market or unregulated THC devices. With no regulated legal product, this may increase. From an economic perspective, as vaping is a $19 billion industry, the elimination of vaping would put many shops out of business and leave many unemployed. The proposal of only allowing tobacco-flavored products is also damaging in this sense, as this flavor makes up only around 4% of consumption. The first article on Pix11 discusses the proposed ban of the sale of all but tobacco-flavored e-cigarettes and vapes in New York City. This article considers both sides of the argument about the possibility of banning vape products, as it brings up the concern that flavored vapes may be hooking kids on it, though it leans more towards those who are against any bans, explaining what negative outcomes may come of the ban, including the fallback on cigarettes by those using vaping to quit, and the loss of jobs that rely on the industry. The second article on ABC News is about the White House's upcoming announcement on its decision of the ban. This article explains the president's statement so far on the topic. Like the other article, this one acknowledges the other sides of the argument and brings up the concern for adults who are using vaping to quit and the effects of those employed by the industry. The article is heavily supported by the statistics showing teens' growing use of vape products and their preferences for flavors and the illnesses related to these products. It seems to me that both of these articles are quite unbiased. Neither of them makes out vaping to be either completely evil or completely safe. Both of them acknowledge the other side of the debate. Both have valid arguments and use facts and statistics to back up the claims that they make. In addition to this, both articles seem to agree on a possible compromise of stricter regulations of the product, including increasing the age of purchase to 21 instead of 18. As a person, it seems almost impossible to be unbiased. We all have our own opinions on things and are shaped by our surroundings, what we consume, and how we are raised, among many other factors. When engaging with or creating media, though, we can be thoughtful to keep our biases in check and remain objective. It's important to be conscious of bias in media, as seen in the Marwick and Lewis reading, Media Manipulation and Disinformation Online. Media may often be manipulated to serve a person or group's goal. In this case, it may be important to consider if those in the tobacco industry may be shaping this media to sway people one way or another. The Manju reading, Why Facts Don't Matter, also brings up a point that people will often believe their opinions as facts. If something is presented as a truth and the reader wants to believe it, they often will not be objective and accept it as fact. When looking at any news, the source and objectivity must be considered. Does the source have something to gain by skewing this information? Do they have a clear leaning bias in their other reports? Does this source rely on emotions and gaining reaction rather than factual data? Does this source consider all sides of the topic? In doing this analysis, my own bias was challenged. Previously, I've been very adamant against the banning of vape products, as I've seen how they've helped people I know quit cigarettes. But now, looking at both sides objectively and seeing the facts, I can't really pick a side. The The truth is that kids are getting hooked on them, and that many people use them to quit smoking cigarettes. Both sides have facts to back them up, and until more research is done into the actual health of vaping, it's kind of a gray area. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to your responses and to seeing your videos as well.